For those of you that live in Lagos or apply the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, this segment is for you. And we have with us to discuss what's happening on that corridor is the Zonal Director, Federal Ministry of Works and Housing, Engineer Adedamola Kuti. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you very much.
Now, you work for the Ministry of Works and Housing. And one of the reasons I brought you here, because your ministry specific, I'm speaking slowly so we don't miss any words. Your ministry specifically told us that by December, Lagos-Ibadan Expressway will be completed. In fact, Nigerians have been hearing this, it will be completed for years, since maybe this person just that it will be completed. And you promised us that it won't shift. Today, we are hearing that now it has been moved to
March.
Is it March? Yes, March 2023. I'm thinking government has come again. They say, oh, and then they shifted. Please, when would Lagos-Ibadan be completed? No, that's not the question. Why?
Was Lagos-Ibadan
completed? That will be completed by the end of this year. That's the question.
Yeah, thank you very much. You know, like in Nigeria is a developing country. And when you have contract administration, you're bound to have one form of challenge or the other. It could be funding, it could be weather, it could be anything. But as far as Lagos-Ibadan is concerned, we don't have funding issue.
So there's money.
There's money. Yes, it's being funded by NSIA, and Nigerian Sovereign Investment Authority, funding it. But you see, in the last few months, we had very terrible, like increased rain, which also affected us. And then, of course, even to you as an individual, if you have your personal projects and you plan to finish it at a particular time, issues can come up, prices can change, all sort of things can happen that may affect your movement. So government projects, we are also not out of this kind of problem. So, but the most important thing is our work is going. We are on target. We are focused on it. You
didn't answer my question, no. You told us there's funding. Why?
You said
you don't meet. There's funding, so there's money. So
there's
money.
I just told you that weather.
Rain.
Okay, rain is
weather.
Okay. Weather. No, I'm not saying rain.
Weather. Weather.
Entirely.
Okay.
Weather affected us.
Okay.
And then, of course, you see, when you are walking like where we are now, around that OPIC area, you see, we discovered a particular stretch, been giving us problems. Once you walk on a road, you realize you need to do all your necessary tests before you can move to the next level.
Okay.
And then we discovered that it was not giving us the desired result. Okay. So we spent more time there. And then, of course, between the period that we started this road in 2013 and now, prices have changed. Okay, a lot of things have happened. But whichever way, we have resolved some of those issues, and then we are focused, we are working in that direction, and by the grace of God, this road will be delivered. What you have as funding is just very, very few kilometers.
I would like, for information, for us to have more, in details, because you just took it out of my mouth. I wanted to talk about, because you had talked in the papers about the Ibadan end and then the Lagos end, the difference in the traffic and how it was affecting your work earlier in the year. I read that in the paper. So I would like to understand what exactly was those findings that you had to do more testing about, and what did you do about them, so that we'll see a longer lasting road at the end of this project.
Okay. Now, like when I mentioned testing, in terms of materials, over the years, you discover that there are some sections of the road, people have turned them to refuse dump.
Okay.
They have turned them to refuse dump. And then those things, by the time you now come up to come and fix them, you need to walk on that stretch. It will be different from the normal.
You didn't see it before you started.
Okay, so I was.
So there is no way you can see everything. You understand me? And then the kind of condition you will see around Kara may not be the same thing as you will see around Mowe area. So there are two different aspects.
Yeah, so for me, I don't really want to just beat the government and flog them and overflog the issue about giving us a particular time and then not meeting up to the time. So first of all, I recognize that government is doing a good job. It's trying to make sure that by the time they're done, we'll have quality road for commuters. So well done. But I would just like to ask that because the climate that we're in, there's a lot of mistrust for government. And I feel that in communicating some things, maybe government needs to do some